Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Kingdom Death Monster. So I literally, hit stop recording and I just started the recording again. But during that little brief pause where I'm not recording, after I hit, stop recording for the previous session, I completely forgot, I remembered that I forgot to roll for the reward. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for the reward. It's just a straight up 1d10, and we'll see what we get. 4. The hand vanishes. The group finds 1 broken lantern basic resource and 1 skull basic resource. Suffer -1 population. So we get a skull and a broken lantern. Which actually works out kind of well. So we'll take a look. So we'll search this. What is it? Broken lantern and a skull. So skull. Broken lantern. We do lose 1 population. Aftermath, blah, blah, blah. I'm just checking something here. I don't know if the rewards part is part of the showdowns or not. I'm going to just play it safe and assume it's not. So we're going to get 1 endeavor from the whoever I get killed. But yeah, if we get -1 population, I could reroll. I mean, either way, I'm going to end up losing a person. Yeah, there's not much to... I mean, there's one result where you don't lose a person, but they do suffer a head severe injury, which will probably kill them anyway. But, yeah. So we need to pick someone to die. Never easy. We can go ahead and get rid of these eyes because I don't use them anymore. Technically, Momiji's gone, so we'll deal with that in a bit. Also, I kind of stopped. I completely stopped tracking the the monster controller towards the end, so that was my bad. At the very least, somebody probably should have gotten some insanity, but I'm just not going to worry about it. Technically, you're not even supposed to play with monster controller when you're playing by yourself, so we'll just take it as that for now. Anyway, so yeah, I need to pick somebody to die. Who do we have? You're already dead. Dead. Okay. You know what? We can get rid of Saren. Is there anyone else that I would actually want to get rid of? You have a reroll still. I think it might be Saren. I might get rid of Saren. She literally doesn't have anything else. Menorico, you got anything? You technically have... Oh, you have that and that and that. Okay. Strength, evasion, survival, understanding... Yeah, it's literally the same stuff. Okay. Menorico... Nidori obviously has stuff. Pretty sure she's an archer. Nope. Okay. Alright. I think we'll end up getting rid of Saren at this rate. I'm just kind of checking my other options. Oh yeah, you're staying Sugume. Alright. So I think we're just going to have Saren die, and I'll just take care of that. So Saren's dead. We now have her skull and lantern. Speaking of skull and lantern, +1 insanity because of getting the lantern, or the skull, sorry. We'll give it to Kaneko. There we go. Takes care of all of that. I didn't bother getting any of the acanthus plants, not a big deal. We don't need the Momiji token anymore, so we're good there. Alright, let's update things. Delete that. Put that down here. So we gotta update deaths. Never easy. This also will drop our population a bit. We've already gotten the endeavors from before, so it doesn't matter that much, I think. Yeah, you get the endeavors first. So yeah, population. This will bring us down to 20 survivors, it looks like. Akashia, Clown Piece. No, that's not true. I actually forgot to update this. So give me a moment while we'll count this up in a second. So we lost Saren, we lost Momiji, and then we've gotten some people. Hikashia, Suika, Reisen, and Toyohime. So this will put us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, yeah, exactly 20. Oh, sorry, that's 20 named survivors. And then we would have 2 unnamed survivors. So we're still back at 22. So it just, I didn't update this when we got Toyohime and Reisen. So we were at 24, now we're back down to 22. So, good to know. Alright, good to know there. Like I mentioned before, we do get 1 endeavor from our dead person during... It's during the rewards. So, let me... Yeah, I'll go ahead and check that. Be right back. Alright, I got my answer. I actually looked in the book. After the Aftermath is complete, the showdown comes to an end. So, the Aftermath includes the rewards, so... that takes care of that. So, alright, so we had 4 from the original hunt, we had 2 Tinkers, 2 from Toil, 2 from Momiji's death, and then we're going to get 2 more from another death. From Saren's death. So we have a lot of endeavors to play around with, so that's the good news. I'm going to go ahead and close the book for now, and deal with what we got. So we got a lot of stuff to play around with. Got a bunch of fresh acanthus, which I'm gonna go ahead and use one to make a dried acanthus, like so. And then I'm gonna use 2 of them to go ahead and do the pink stone from this. So I'll go ahead and roll 1d10 and see what it is. 1. It is a fake stone. As soon as the trader leaves, you realize that you bought a useless rock. Okay, good to know. I'm not going to bother with anything else. Yeah, I'm not doing the thong or the strange brew, so I'm just going to put this away for now. All right. Then all of this could be put away. Like so. Alright, good stuff. Next, we're going to go ahead and spend an endeavor to deal with some other stuff. So first things first, let's check our timeline again. I'm just making sure. Okay, so next year we'll have the Hooded Knight and the Principal Conviction. Which, Principal Conviction usually means you lose all your resources. I think they've changed that. I think it's not as bad as it was, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so we're down to 11 endeavors. Let's go ahead and do a, and we'll do the innovation. So here's a monster bone, monster hide, and a beefsteak. So beefsteak will go back with the antelope resources. And these will go with the basic resources. Okay, and we do have, what's it called, Symposium? Yeah, we have Symposium, so we get to draw 4 cards. We have 10 cards in the innovation deck. Go ahead and put these away while we're at it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Scarification. Once per lifetime, gain +1 courage and roll on the hit location die. This one's pretty good. So when you return as returning survivors, you still have your gear in your gear grid. So what you can do is you could have your dried acanthus in your inventory when you return, and then do scarification to avoid the severe injury stuff, which could be pretty cool. Also gives you +1 courage, and it gives you just another thing you can use endeavors on. The main thing you can get, the cool things you can get from this are the +1 permanent luck and the tough fighting art. The only thing you can't avoid with the dried acanthus is the possible -1 movement. But tough and +1 luck is just amazing. So it's a pretty good innovation. Bloodletting, I mentioned before, I don't really use it much. It can be useful for certain settlement events, and that's about it. Storytelling, we can potentially get +1 survival limits and then do story time, which can get you the white speaker, which I'm fairly certain the white speaker still sucks. But I'm going to check real quick. I'll check the book. Yeah, so the way this white speaker works is it tells a story, and the story is, let's see. Must select a story they want to hear. Let's see. I'm just seeing what the options are for the stories with the white speaker. They're all they're not. I think they're not as bad, but they're still not great. And then drums. Drums, you drum alone, gain +2 insanity, rhythmic trance, gain 2 survival, and then there's gain rhythm chaser, fighting art, or synchronized strike, secret fighting art. And it's not. It used to be. I think it used to be a roll. Now you just pick one. Yeah, this is amazing because you can get insanity that you need. You can get synchronized strike, which is a new fighting art for 1.5. They had one of the expansions kind of introduced things like the team-based techniques or tactics or something like that, and essentially synchronized strike is kind of a similar idea. Synchronized strike. So if you have essentially when you're adjacent to the monster, attack with a melee weapon, have an attack assist, your attack gets +1 accuracy and +1 strength, limit once per round. A survivor who has synchronized strike is in the right spot. They are standing adjacent to the monster on the opposite side and parallel to you. So by itself, it's useless because you need 2 people with this. But since it's not a roll, it's not too bad. And then there was Rhythm Chaser. On arrival, gain +1 evasion token when you are knocked down. If you don't have an instrument in your gear grid, remove all your +1 evasion tokens. Rhythm Chaser cannot be used if there is any heavy gear in your gear grid. So, pretty awesome. So you can use that to get Rhythm Chaser, which, I mean, +1 evasion is always good. So I'm thinking drums. Let's see what the storyteller consequences are. I think it's just records, isn't it? You get Scholar of Death, Secret Fighting Arts. Add monster where X is the level of the defeated monster. The work is exhausting. You retire. There. Okay. So essentially, what you can do with that is you can get Scholar of Death, where you can get reroll tokens equal to the number of volumes you have on a certain monster, which is interesting. But well, actually, I think it's specifically. This also includes results if you're on the monster controller. So you can actually reroll monster results, which is kind of interesting. But more than likely, we're going to have to get... I think we're going to get drums. That'll get us access to Forbidden Dance, which you can also potentially get King stuff from. Don't we have Saga? Oh, no, we have the other one. That's Song of the Brave. Oh, right. Song of the Brave is pretty useful, too, for Overwhelming Darkness. So, yeah, I think I'm going to get drums. We'll get drums. So, search this. We'll grab Song of the Brave. Forbidden Dance. We'll add these back to the deck. I think those are the only ones. But I'll check real quick. Innovations. Drums, consequences. Yep, Forbidden Dance and... Song of the Brave. So not too shabby. Okay. And then we'll add drums. like I said, we still need dash, and you get dash from freaking paint, which unfortunately we've been having really bad luck. I think we only got paint once, but we needed something else at the time. So not the best situation. Because if I have dash, I will fight level 2 monsters. But if I don't have dash, I need better armor if I'm going to survive it. Because every round I'll be essentially taking extra damage because I can't dash out of the way of their starting actions. What was the other one? Dance. Forbidden Dance. There we go. All right. So some of the feedback I got was mentioning like it's a lot easier to kind of see things on this board because I could zoom in and show it. Because a lot of other YouTubers I've seen doing this type of stuff usually does it like with a camera on a table, which there's some YouTubers out there that do it really well, and for certain games. But some of the other ones, it's slow pace as well because you're having to deal with physical pieces all the time. So part of the reason why I do it this way. I mean, for one, I don't have a camera, and I don't really have a setup for it. I mean, for a while, I didn't even have a table. So, yeah. Anyway, so we got drums. That is it for that. So, all I can really do is start crafting some other stuff. Probably the important things to note is we have a decent amount of scrap. I kind of want to get the blacksmith and start working towards that. One thing we also want to do is get leather. We want to create some leather. We need to make another pickaxe at the very least. Hide-wise, we have 3 hide. That is it. Not the best situation. Also, we need to get some new guitars. We don't have the supplies to make another lion guitar. But we do have the materials. We do have the materials to get started with the beast knuckles, and beast knuckles are stronger. I don't think they have the better crit range though. So that might be something to be aware of. Let's see, a stone circle. What it does, yeah, it has paired, and whenever you wound a monster, it -1 toughness until end of attack. So essentially, if each wound you do is easier than the last one, which is going to be kind of interesting. But I kind of probably just want to go get another lion guitar. I think that'll be better. As annoying as it is to go and find another white lion. Alright, I think that'll probably be what we end up having to do. As much as I would like to get guitars, they're not as useful. Then again, yeah. So what we could do though is we can actually start making we can use the pelt instead to make more of the screaming set because we need more of the screaming set to finish it. So we have the skirt and the bracers. We don't have a spiral horn yet. We have the bracers, we have the skirts. We can either do leg warmers or coat. On arrival, gain 3 insanity, and then the coat is you can spend to do a full move forward and do some awesome stuff with it. Yeah, I think I'll get a coat. So there'll be a pelt and a bone. So pelt, bone. That'll get us at the screaming coat. Can't really do anything else with this, I believe. Yeah, we can't do anything else with this. Also, we need paint to get blood paint, and blood paint is amazing. Because it's like paired on crack. So let's go ahead and grab screaming coat. It's fur, which is always nice. Alright, so we got screaming coat. We'll put away that bone. Away that pelt. Alright, so that leaves us with 2 hide, an organ, a skull, and 4 bone, and a bunch of scrap. So I'll take care of that. 6 bone and 3 scrap would be enough to get the blacksmith. So that's super tempting, except for the fact that I would have to give up the coat at this point if I were to do it. So I don't think it's going to be an option. Alright, so yeah, if we just had a little bit more bone, we could have done it. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to spend an endeavor, we'll convert our remaining hide into leather. And then we'll see what we can craft from that. One of the things obviously we're going to craft is the bone pickaxe. So let's go ahead and just do that now. Okay, and then this last one, which is also another leather, I'm going to go ahead and just use to craft a leather skirt and get started on the leather set. Vermin. There we go. Alright, so we'll get a leather skirt. Which is 3 armor to the waist. So at this point, everyone will at least have non-cloth armor for their waist. Alright, good stuff. Okay, next. So that takes care of all of that. So all we have left is... We're not going to use the broken lantern for anything, so I'm just going to return that to the deck. And we'll add it to the pile here. So yeah, scrap-wise, we have tons of scrap now, including the iron. So once we actually start doing some blacksmithing stuff, we'll be in a good place for it. Do I need a helmet? Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the skull into a helmet. Add that to the bunch. I was just checking it. I was trying to remember if Momiji took any severe injuries to the head. She didn't. She died from trauma. So, there we go. Skull helm. Alright. That leaves us with a flat tooth, shank bone, and muscly gums. The muscly gums we can convert into accessory, essentially. So what we're going to do is actually, we'll use it to make another monster grease. Oh yeah, also I need to get the bone pickaxe out, so I'll do that before I forget. Alright. Got all that going. We don't need the bone necklace. Do something like this. Ooh, actually, so with the sickle, with this I get 3 green affinities, which is enough to trigger the monster grease, so I get an additional evasion from it, so that's pretty good. Alright, so we don't need muscly gums anymore. So that leaves us with just the last 3 bone, which we'll hold on to, because we need bone for the blacksmith in the future, which might not work out because of the event that's coming next year, but I'm going to have to try. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, we'll get the pickaxe. We definitely need a pickaxe. Thank you. Alright, so far we've spent an endeavor to innovate, and we spent an endeavor to convert leather into, or hide into leather. Let's go ahead and do an endeavor to do shrine. So we'll do shrine now. 10, I believe that's armor. It's definitely armor. So shrine. Departing survivors will get +1 armor to all hit locations. Perfect. Okay, so we'll get that going. So here's the question: is there anyone that I want to get Rhythm Chaser for? I think I'm just going to try to get more population at this point. You can always get Rhythm Chaser whenever things go really bad. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's right. At this point, I think I can just go ahead and do a bunch of auguries. Because I can't do scrap smelting. I've already made the stone circle. We got the leather worker. We got the weapon crafter. I could try sharing experience, but that's kind of not efficient. I can't. The other thing I could do is convert scrap into iron, but there's no reason for me to because there's no use for iron at the moment. So yeah, I think all I have left is auguries. Or I can use drums and start getting some fighting skills out. But I think I'm just going to try to get as many people, as many offspring as possible at this point. So with that said and done, let's get our understanding person. Survivors, was it Menorico? No. Was it Nettery? Yes. Alright. We'll send out, we'll have Nettery do the augury. So it's going to be roll 1d10. We'll see what happens. Boop. And boop. Okay. So roll 1d10. Alright, lose 1 resource. I'll just lose scrap for now. I can afford it. Okay. And then she's going to get +1 survival. Or not survival, but understanding, which is going to get her tinker. And we'll roll for her knowledge event. 8. What was it called? Actually, I can look. It is called Insight. Let's see, that's game over. Herb gathering, Insight. Epiphany, 8. 8 and 9 is +1 accuracy. So now she has +1 accuracy. Not bad. Okay. And that's 1. And then I will go ahead and switch over to Menorico now and see if I can get her understanding up. Okay. Alright, so she's going to get +1 survival. Not that it matters. She's going to get +1 understanding. I'm going to lose another scrap, which is fine. We have plenty of scrap. We need 3 to make the blacksmith, and we have that in iron already. Granted, I probably want to hold on to the iron, but we'll deal with that later. So that was 1 and 2. Yep, that sounds about right. All right, 1d10. 10. That is intimacy. So, question is who do I send? I guess I could send Menorico at this point. Menorico and Anzan. Actually, I probably want to send somebody that actually has stats. That's what I've been doing. Do you have a reroll? You do. In that case, yeah, we'll do Hatate and Anzan. So 2d10 takes the lowest. 5 and 4, so we get +1 population. So whoever this is going to have pretty much all of this. But instead of bow, it's going to be +2 Qatar. Alright, so we get +1 population. I'll make it female as usual. And then go from there. Alright. So that was 3. We had 2, and then we just did another 1. Just making sure I did this right. So I did. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so we've done 5 of these. Wait, have we? Okay, so we did Endeavor, or sorry, we did Innovation. We did the Shrine. We did the Leather. Then this was for Ninorico. Or not Ninorico. This was for Nidori. These two were for Minorico. This one, and then we did one more with Minorico. So that should be right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's correct. Because this 8 here was for the Insight. So there's 4 here, and then we did 3 for the other stuff. Okay, got that. Good. So we'll go ahead and keep going. Still with Minorico. 7 is another intimacy, I believe. Nope, it's not. It's +1 survival. You need 9 plus for freaking intimacy. So Minorico gets +1 survival. Keep going. 8, getting closer. Actually, is it 8? Yeah, 8 plus. So this will be another one. Same people as before. So Hitate and Anzan. So roll 2d10. 9 and 6. 6 is, I think, +1 population, and the parents get some survival, I think. I am looking in the wrong places. Intimacy. 6. Nope, just +1 population. It's the same as 4. Okay, good to know. So we get another +1 population. What I'll do is I'm going to make a copy of this. Thank you. Copy of a new person. Okay, so I'll take care of that. So that was +1 survival, +1 population. That leaves us with 3 left. This also brings our population up to 24. I think I will go ahead and keep going. So 1d10. Another intimacy. So we'll move that over. Let's just make sure I did this right again. So Nidori, Minorico, Minorico, and this is Minorico. Okay, so we did it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay, so I have the right amount. Just like recounting over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So same people. So 2d10. All right, +1 population. We got it. Whew, we are definitely testing our luck here. All right, so that leaves us with should be 2 left. The 2 left, I might go ahead and get some synchronized fighting arts or something going. I mean, wouldn't hurt. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I would actually want to do. I mean, I'm still trying to also get the Tinker here. Also, she's supposed to have +1 understanding. Oh. I have 2 Minoricos open, that's why. Okay, good to know. Alright. So yeah, I have 2 Endeavors left. I can do some Rhythm Chasers and other nonsense. Let me check what we have. Tate, you've been doing great. Actually, you're right here. So I can give you Rhythm Chaser. And I can't spell rhythm. This would be Rhythm Chaser. Rhythm Chaser. And then who else do I want to get Rhythm Chaser with? Actually, no, I don't want it on her because she's wearing heavy armor. Is the steel sword heavy? No, it's metal but not heavy. So Yuko? Would you be interested in? You have King Step Thrill Seeker. Never mind. Okay. Kamachi, what do you got? Oh, Kamachi, your Twilight Sword. Never mind. Sagume? What do you got? Thrill Seeker, Extra Sense? Sure, we'll give you Rhythm Seeker. Or Rhythm Chaser, sorry. She was not using heavy, as far as I know. Yeah, the Screaming Set's not heavy, I don't think. The Helm might be. I can't check it. Alright. That's fine by me. We'll still give him Rhythm Chaser, because we can always change gear setups. And then one other person I want to give Rhythm Chaser to. Doremi? Yeah, you know what, Doremi? There you go. There you go. I just wanted to... I didn't want to risk another death at this point. It's either that or I don't, and I just keep doing auguries, but I didn't want to do any more auguries. I think I'm good. Our population is going to be 25 once I update everything. As for naming these guys, I'll worry about that next time. And I think that's going to be it. Sorry for this took a while. There was just a lot of resources to go over. I'll update the resources and gear off screen as usual. And as for what we're going to hunt next, it's going to probably have to be a white lion. I need to get the lion beast guitar because I want the deadly. And then after that, I'll go back to antelopes and hopefully get enough to do what I need to do. So, yeah, that should be it. So I am the Depressed Eeyore. This was Kingdom Death Monster. See you guys later.